Imagine stepping into a home where soft curves and gentle light wrap you in quiet elegance. Pale walls glow with the warmth of afternoon sun, while velvet drapes and rounded armchairs invite you to sink into calm comfort. The air feels refined, yet never stiff, as if every corner was designed to gently hold your breath and let your mind relax. This is the soft modern Victorian style, a tender blend of antique charm and easy modern living. Picture a hallway where a tall mirror reflects a soft green wall, a vintage-inspired side table, and a simple vase of dried flowers. The molding above the doors is subtle rather than ornate, letting the space feel airier and more forgiving. The mood is one of gentle sophistication, where luxury feels like a soft blanket rather than a display cabinet. You're not walking into a museum, you're walking into a home that takes care of you. As we guide you through this dreamy interior, think of how small changes can bring this warmth into your own space. A plush rug, a curved leg sofa, or pale botanical wallpaper can quietly shift your room from ordinary to poetic. If this inspires you, please subscribe to Dreamy Decor, like this video, and tell us in the comments what part of your home you'd love to soften with modern Victorian style. Step into a room where softness wraps every corner, and rich velvet surfaces invite you to linger a little longer. The main sofa in muted terracotta or dusty rose feels like a gentle embrace, its curves mirroring the soft curves of the architecture. Notice the layered rugs beneath your feet, perhaps a faded Persian-style pattern under a lighter natural weave, creating both visual interest and a sense of warmth. A low ottoman covered in soft chenille sits beside the sofa, paired with a small tray that holds a tea set and a single candle. As you scan the room, imagine how simple swaps can bring this warmth into your home. A secondhand velvet armchair reupholstered in a soft tone, a pair of floor cushions, or a vintage side table can quietly turn a plain living space into a soft modern Victorian retreat. Imagine walls in the softest blush, a pale sage, or a creamy sky blue, each hue washed with the gentlest daylight that makes the room feel like a quiet poem. The colors don't shout. They settle around you like a favorite blanket, soothing the nerves and inviting slow conversation. The furniture follows this soft script: a sofa in pale oud, a chair in dusty rose, perhaps a side table in warm birch wood. These pieces float softly in the space rather than dominating it, their shapes slightly rounded, their surfaces smooth and inviting. As you stand in this space, picture how you might recreate this gentle harmony in your own living room or bedroom. A single feature wall in a soft pastel, paired with neutral furniture and a few pastel accents, can transform a stark room into a soft modern Victorian haven. Step closer and notice the quiet artistry that turns a simple room into a soft modern Victorian sanctuary. The ceiling rises with gentle molding, tracing the edges with soft curves rather than bold scrolls, as if the walls themselves are embracing the space. Look at the doors and baseboards, where a narrow line of carved trim frames every opening like a delicate picture frame. A small sideboard with fluted legs and a pale wood finish holds a porcelain vase and a few vintage books, their spines facing outward like a soft invitation to slow down. As you imagine this room in your own home, think of how small touches can bring this timeless quality without a full renovation. A secondhand mirror with a carved frame, a narrow shelf with classic molding, or a budget-friendly wallpaper border can instantly add soft Victorian character. As the daylight softens, the room slips into a gentle evening embrace, where every light source feels like a small story. A sculpted brass floor lamp with a fabric shade casts a warm pool over the rug, while a row of small candles on the mantel flicker like tiny stars. Picture a low side table with a cloche-covered candle, its glass hinting at the soft flame beneath, and a small vase filled with white dried flowers. A few table lamps with pale porcelain bases and linen shades sit beside the sofa, their light diffused and mellow, turning the entire room into a warm vignette. You can recreate this mood in your own home with a few intentional choices: a single statement floor lamp, a collection of taper candles in budget glass holders, and a few vintage-style table lamps. Step deeper into the room and notice the quiet presence of greenery, softening every corner without overpowering the elegant lines. A tall potted fern stands near the window, its feathery fronds catching the light like delicate lace, while a small vase of dried eucalyptus rests on the side table, releasing a faint, calming scent. Imagine a low shelf holding a row of slender planters with trailing ivy, their leaves spilling softly over the edges like a living garland. A small porcelain planter with a single succulent sits atop a vintage-style chest, its pale green tones echoing the soft pastel palette of the walls. You can bring this gentle green energy into your own home with just a few inexpensive plants and thrifted vases. A secondhand watering can turn into a planter, a simple terracotta pot painted in soft white, or a cluster of small potted plants on a windowsill can quietly echo this botanical charm. Now imagine walking through this soft modern Victorian home and realizing that much of its charm comes not from luxury labels, but from thoughtful, budget-smart choices. Notice how painted details quietly elevate everyday pieces. A small wooden chest coated in a pale pastel, its knobs replaced with vintage-style brass handles, sits beside the sofa as a soft pink statement. You can build this look in your own home with a few simple strategies. Visit local markets for secondhand furniture, paint and reupholster key pieces, and use inexpensive vases or jars as vessels for greenery and candles. Picture a quiet corner tucked near a window, where the world outside feels a little softer and the light falls just right for turning pages. A small armchair with gently curved arms wraps around you like a warm hug, its seat layered with a soft knitted cushion and a lightweight throw in pale beige. The walls around this nook are painted in a muted pastel, perhaps a dusty rose or pale sage, with a narrow strip of delicate molding framing the space like a gentle picture frame. A small bookshelf leans against the wall, filled with well-loved novels, their spines adding quiet color, while a small vase holds a few stems of dried flowers. Even in a small home, you can recreate this cozy reading corner with a single chair, a thrifted side table, and a budget lamp. Add a soft throw, a few candles or fairy lights, and a small stack of books to complete the scene. Step into the bedroom and feel the hush that settles over the space, where every element is designed to invite calm and rest. The walls glow in a soft sky blue or pale lavender, their gentle hue diffused by the soft window light and the faint reflection of a small bedside lamp. Picture a small nightstand beside the bed. Its pale wood surface holding a simple ceramic lamp with a linen shade and a small vase with a single, dried stem. A soft throw and dusty rose is draped over the foot of the bed, its texture catching the light like a gentle whisper. Even on a tight budget, you can transform your bedroom into this soft retreat with a few intentional choices: a secondhand bed frame repainted in pale white, inexpensive linen bedding, and a simple wall hanging or small floral wallpaper panel above the headboard. Step into the hallway and feel the gentle transition from the outside world into this soft modern Victorian home. The walls are painted in a pale blush or creamy beige, their color warmed by the soft golden light spilling from a small wall sconce above a narrow console table. Notice a small side table holding a ceramic vase filled with dried branches and a single taper candle in a glass holder, its glow adding a soft flicker to the wall. A small rug with a faded floral pattern lies beneath your feet, grounding the space and muffling sound so the hallway feels calm rather than cold. You can recreate this gracious entrance with a few simple pieces: a secondhand console table, a budget mirror with a simple frame, and a small wall light or inexpensive lamp. Step into a small dining area where the soft modern Victorian charm extends into every mealtime. A round wooden table sits at the center, its edges gently curved and its surface worn into a warm, lived-in glow. Pale linen chairs with soft fabric seats line the sides, their backs slightly curved to echo the gentle outlines of the molding along the walls. Picture a runner in soft cream or pale sage laid across the table, its edges frayed just enough to feel gently vintage. A small vase of dried flowers sits at the center, flanked by simple ceramic plates and muted glassware that catch the light like delicate jewels. You can recreate this timeless dining corner even in a small kitchen or breakfast nook. A second-hand round table, repainted in a soft white, paired with comfortable chairs and a simple table runner. Add a small vase with dried stems, a few candles, and a budget pendant light to complete the soft modern Victorian mood. As we reach the end of this soft modern Victorian journey, imagine walking through your own home with this gentle elegance in mind. No grand renovation, no endless budget, just a few thoughtful choices that slowly turn ordinary rooms into dreamy, timeless spaces. A pastel wall, a velvet cushion, a small cluster of dried flowers, and a second-hand lamp can quietly weave Victorian charm into your everyday life. Think of your home as a story that you write one corner at a time. Perhaps you'll start with a soft reading nook, a gracious hallway, or a cozy Victorian-style bedroom, then let the style grow room by room. Each choice becomes part of a larger mood, turning your house into a place that feels warm, refined, and quietly luxurious. Let this be the beginning of your own dreamy decor journey. Share your before and after photos in the comments, ask for tips, and let us know which soft Victorian elements you'd love to see turned into a step-by-step DIY video next. Together, we'll keep building beautiful, personalized spaces that feel both timeless and uniquely yours. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next dreamy decor video.